Hey ladies, so we haven't done this in a while. I feel like my lighting is not as good as normal, but anyway, we haven't done this and I wanted to update our new consultant, and they also deleted my Facebook lives from the new consultant training that I keep for all my new consultants. Anyway, we're doing this. So I'm going to be talking, number one, there's going to be 6 different ones. We've done this before, but why not win again, right? So there's going to be 6 different videos that you're going to get to watch week by week by week. And you're going to, at the very end, once you've, or somewhere during the video, it may not always be at the end, you'll get a word that you can use, and it's going to make a complete sentence. When you're at the end of these 6 videos, then you're going to bring in that word, that sentence, or call me, text me the sentence, and then you'll get a prize because you're going to show me that you've completed this. So today we're going to be talking about ProPay is one of the things. We're going to also be talking about kind of various things, but ProPay is one of them. A little bit online ordering, $100 days, PCP. Just trying to make sure if there's anything else that I'm leaving off. So I'm just going to get started. Now, I am very thankful for Carrie's team member, Stephanie. She did a series of videos and she did so excellent that what I did last time was I watched them and then did the training. So I went back and I'm watching them again because she did so good. She talks more about like the apps, stuff like that. I don't use the apps as much as I use the regular website. So just know that like Mary Kay so far has made it to where there's more than one way that we can kind of do things. Hopefully it'll stay that way. We never know. Not really because of Mary Kay, just because of the way our society is and what's available to each person. So, but Mary Kay is usually great about helping us in any way they can. So, ProPay. So you're going, what is ProPay if you're a new consultant? We need to be able to make money, we have to collect money, correct? So, in the normal way that we always did that was somebody gives us 20 or 100 or whatever dollar bill, and then we give them change back and they get product. So now we still can do that, but we have so many more options now. Well, one of the ways that can help that is we have ProPay. ProPay is a vendor that Mary Kay uses for us to be able to accept credit cards. Okay, so there is, I'm going to show you when you become a consultant, you of course log into your Mary Kay in Touch, and hopefully you have already done that, but maybe you may not know that. But anyway, there's going to be a screen and you're going to be able to go on. I hope you can see this. Put your consultant number in and then your password. If you do not have a password yet, you just type in something there and then it will take you to the next page so you can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my consultant number, which has been around for 32 years, but not really. I never tried to learn it. And I don't know if that's normal. I mean, for me, I don't know. Anyway, but I used to call my orders in the beginning of my Mary Kay business. And so I would have to say them over and over, and I memorized it. So it's already given me problems, but hopefully we will not have continued problems. So, okay. So on this, you're going to see a lot of different options. If I have to, I will pause this and go upstairs and we'll do this upstairs if I feel like. I don't know if the recording will be better or not. But anyway, there's options at the top on my computer. I'm going to go under Business Tools. So I hope you can see this. Okay, it's probably backwards, but anyway, I'm going to go under business tools and it says ProPay. Okay, so then I'm going to log in through that to ProPay. Now, I actually do not usually log in through my computer because it says this page cannot be found on my computer. I don't know. I've had problems with my computer. I use my phone to log into this. So know that I use one thing to do that with. You probably can use more. I just haven't figured it out. And Stephanie, this is definitely not a young Stephanie sharing this. But, so I log in, through my phone, and there's a whole series of how you can, enter that. When you're first getting started with ProPay, you are as a new consultant, you will be able to, it should have on your, when you go into InTouch, it gives you all these different lists of things to do. And you will be able to go to that link and look up ProPay and it'll explain. We used to have to pay money for ProPay and that recently changed. Yay! We still pay, let me get to that. Oh, and by the way, well, let me stay focused here. Okay, just a minute. Okay. So when you first set your account up, you're going to sign up for free with ProPay. It is $5 to join, but there is a code, that you can put in that will help you, receive a credit back of that $5. The code is sign up PC5. So it's SIGNUP PC5. And that gets your $5 back. Okay. So that's the code that you're going to put in so you'll be able to get your $5 back. So I'm telling you that. I lost that for a while. Betty Puckett was I would say, hey, what was that code? And she wrote it down so we could have it. Okay. You also, so ProPay is used when let's say somebody gives you a credit card. And with that credit card, you're going to take that and you're going to go into your ProPay. And there is a place where you can actually enter your person's information. So you'll be able to enter their name, their address, and their card number and like their expiration and all that. You'll want to get all that information. But there's another way that you can use ProPay, which is pretty awesome. You can send your customer a link. I do it all the time now. Not all the time, but quite often. There's only a few people who don't want to do it. So I can go under where it says, oh shoot, I can't remember what it says. But anyway, I can go under and there's a drop down menu. Please talk to me. I can give you more info on that. And it'll give you the option to text or send an email to your person. And then you're going to send them a link that shows their total and they can pay right on that ProPay invoice. Now, I will give credit to Rebecca Fowler. She was Hills then. She was like, I'm going to send them an invoice. I remember when she came in and I'm like, how do you do that? She taught me that. So, or she at least told me about it and then I went and researched and figured it out. But I think it's pretty awesome, because you didn't have to hand over like any credit card information. So that is ProPay. So you can also, it'll be on the website. Once you are an active consultant, meaning you place your first active order, and let me say this, active order has to be, the first one is a $225 wholesale. Now that is not retail, that is wholesale. Retail is $450. Okay. Now I don't encourage you I'm just going to do $225, because there are ways that you can earn free product when you do way more. So talk to me about that. If you're new, don't just place that order without talking to me, because I can give you that info on getting free product. We can help you get as much free product as you would like to earn. Okay, so make sure. But you do have to place that first active order, which is $225 or more wholesale. Okay. And I really encourage you, please talk to me before you place your first order, because I want to make sure that some people are like, why did I talk to you? Because I want to make sure, number one, you're really getting your 50% off. I've had numerous people who did it without talking to me, and they ended up not getting their 50% off. I used to be able to help them more. They're not, because of the way the system is now, they can't help us as much with that part. Just because the system is different and they had somebody else design it to make it, it is easier overall, but not if we have like problems with the way we place our orders. So please talk to me before you place that first order. Once you place that active order, you are able to use, there's 2 websites. So the first one is the one that you place, the consultant website. We can place orders, learn about our products, learn about different ways to do our business, get education, sign up for events. There's so many things on the InTouch, but there's also a customer website that your customers can actually order on, or you can use what's called CDS, which is Customer Delivery Service. So let's say that you are active. You just placed your order and you have somebody who says, like an hour you placed your order. They say, I want to order ... Well, you can still work on saving up that order and then do an order, through your consultant website, but you're active. So as a new consultant, it's totally worth setting up your new website, your customer website, and then being able to send that customer, ship her product straight to her door. Okay. It's nice, especially if she's way far away. I use it all the time with Facebook parties because my people are I've got West Virginia people. I have Ohio people. I have Indiana people. I have Kentucky people. I think I have a New York person now. Anyway, I have people in so many places. Since 2020, it's a miracle. Your director has learned to use these things. So if I can do it, you can do it. But the CDS is really awesome, and it uses ProPay. CDS, again, is Customer Delivery Service. So that is made to where we, as the consultant, can place that order. They give us the payment or the invoice. We send them an invoice and they pay over that. And we place that order to send to them. It makes it easy for them if they don't want to do website, or they're not familiar with website, or they just don't have time, and we have that to make it easy for them. And, our order could even be better because of that. So our shipping cost is usually $5.95. There is one for $7 that's supposed to make it a little bit quicker. I very seldom use that. I do want to tell you another glitch that I want you to know about is if you are placing an order and somebody has a post office box, then it sometimes is really hard to get them products. So if there's any way possible, have them send it or put their address of their home in so that FedEx can take it to their home. Rather than having it sent to that post office box. I have had lots of problems with that. So I want to tell you that ahead up front. You're getting this in new consultant training. Hopefully that'll change, but I'm just telling you. You also, on your website, for your customers, get 2 free samples that you can send. So you can pick 2 free samples, and I usually pick one of those to be a book if they haven't had a book yet. Okay. So you definitely want to start your website for your customers. Let's see. Okay. Go back into InTouch again, and that's how you're going to go through ProPay. You can also download the ProPay app and use that. I personally haven't done that. I don't do that. I use through the website, but if you do that, that's totally fine. That's the way that you like to do it. All right. onto this. One more thing. I want to encourage you not to be scared to investigate and learn these things. And don't be scared, because you can call me. And if I don't know, we can call the company together. And I want you to be taken care of. So, I really, especially for ProPay, I would encourage you to call the company. Because even though usually I won't be able to help you with those kinds of things that are through ProPay or those things, the company will. But always, y'all know, let me know, because I want to know what's going on. All right, next thing I want to talk about is $100 days. And so when you sell $100 in a day, or 2 or 3, or over $1,000 or $1,000, whatever your day is, your name goes in for every $100, but you have to call me, text me, tell me that you had that day. Okay. I'm not going to know unless you tell me. I can't read your mind. Did you ever hear, your mom or someone say that to you? I can't read your mind. Well, anyway, I would love to be able to sometimes, maybe not, but, just don't forget to let me know, because number one, we want to recognize you. But if you're not a person who likes recognition, honestly, it is as much for the people that are fellow consultants as it is for you, because we get the chance to cheer you on, and you're encouraging your fellow consultants that they can do it too. When they see you do it, they know that you can do it, that they can do it too. All right. The $100 is before your tax and after your discounts that you're doing. So if you're giving, 10% off, let's say they get $10 off. You're not going to put in how much you sold, before the discount. You're going to put after the discount how much they bought, less their tax. So I don't need to know your tax. I just need to know how much you actually sold before tax and after your discount. Okay. Then at the end of the month, I will take all the names from this past month, whatever that would be, whatever month it is that, that we're doing that. And I will do a drawing. And you know what? If you're the only one who told me about your $100 days, you're the only one who gets a prize. But you have a good chance, because it's just our unit. It's not like all of Mary Kay. I want you to have all the wins that you can get. Okay, I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. This group, Beverly's Believers, is where we really try to come together. There are different groups that we have, and I do want to tell you about that really quick. So Beverly's Believers and Achievers is our group for our unit, where it's only for consultants. I do have a few people that are in my family that are on here in case something were to happen to my Facebook. But only for consultants. And this gives us a chance to get, when new products are coming out, there's something new that we need to know or learn. I try to do a weekly training. And so this one was supposed to be yesterday, but, I decided to wait till this morning to do this. But anyway, so normally I would like to do Monday nights around 7:30. That's my goal. I do have 2 new grandbabies that are due really soon. One due any day now. So it could depend on that also. So let's see. Anyway, okay. All right. Also, weekly accomplishment sheet. So if you do not know about the weekly accomplishment sheet yet, and you're new, of course you probably don't. If you are seasoned, you might have heard of it, and you're like, well, I don't really know what that is either. So you're going to go under Business Tools. Again, the little words across the top of your Mary Kay in Touch. You're going to go under Business Tools. You're going to scroll to the, let me see if I can find it. Maybe it's not under that. Yes, okay, they put it up further. So it's like the 3rd or 4th thing, and it's under Weekly Accomplishment. You're going to go to Weekly Accomplishment. Then you're going to enter Weekly Accomplishment Sheets. You'll see a picture like that, and then you will scroll. Just move your picture up, and it's going to say enter weekly accomplishment, and you're going to click on that, which you may not have click screen, so you'll just click with your mouse. If it'll let me. Okay, so on the weekly accomplishment sheet, it has, right now, it already has, I had a person from a Facebook party who just purchased $600 worth of products. Now, it does have, before I gave her discount, it's got that price because it's not going to know until I correct it. I'm going to make sure and correct that, put her discount in, because it has, number one, it has number of hours that I worked, a number of guests, number of orders, number of bookings, skincare sets sold, sales, less tax, and then whether I did, and mine was online because it was a Facebook party, sales tax, hostess gifts, giveaway, and non-tax sales tax. So, with that, I would actually take whatever the discount is that I gave her and put that number in the giveaway, dollars giveaway. And I'll put that, and then I'll correct the amount that's on the sales less tax. And it's all across here. Then I'll correct that and fix it so it tells the actual, like around, I think it was like 580 or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to correct it. But anyway, and then I'll put how much I gave away, so forth, so on. But this is also made to where that you can enter all your sales and it adds it for you. It adds your giveaway. It does all that. And then you can literally print it out and have it. And it says not for tax purposes, but you yourself can use it for tax purposes because it adds for you. It does all the hard work. And then you can add the month and have it all together, staple it together, put your sale, you know what I'm saying? Like you have all that together. And you can keep it together. I personally have been using an offline one, but I keep having problems with it because I've had it for years. And so I'm fixing to have to start using this also instead of my offline weekly accomplishment sheet. And I'm so thankful to have something to fall back on because this is amazing. Like if I did it by hand when I started, I did it by hand. So this is all that you can put right in, let it add it for you, and then you've got this on file, and you can go back to those people and those weeks and all that. Now, here's a cool thing. There's different, under the type of sale, okay, there's different options. And one is on the go, online personal website, parties, skincare, and classes, PCP, miscellaneous, reorders, or shows. So you can click on what kind of appointment that was. And that makes me excited because there's so many options that we can do. This weekly accomplishment sheet, once you save it, then you're going to send it to me and it shows me credit for what you've done. Okay. All right. One of the things that it talked about in there is on the go. And that is like taking your basket, going on the go and selling. That's a really great way to sell the product. There's so many ways. That's one. Another way is PCP. And you're like, what is PCP? That is preferred customer. And that is what that is. You can sign up to send out books to your customers through Mary Kay. It's only every few months that you can do this. And you just go to Mary Kay and get the dates and everything on when that is. You sign up and they send your book out. I think it's 95 cents a person now, but to pay for your book, that pays for your book, postage, everything, and they send it out for you. They do all the work. So it's a really good deal. You can send one or you can send 50. And you can, even if you don't have customers yet and you're wanting to have customers, you can start out and send out a bunch. And then maybe if you don't think those people are going to be good customers, you can take them off. You can adjust it every time. Okay. That's PCP, preferred customer. So don't miss that. That is quarterly. And we don't have a new book every month. We have books quarterly, which is really nice. We're not having to like learn new products every month, which, is great, but it's amazing that we can do that quarterly and our books change quarterly. Okay. Now, there is also other ways to sell, and one of those is vendor events. We've got a vendor event coming up. Usually we do in November, so I can give more information about that really soon. But with the vendor event, we are not able to exchange money across the table. We basically make that our time to get names and numbers and book people. Now, we do have where you can, if they're saying, I need so-and-so, then they're going to write what they need on the back of their card. And if you're the person there, then you're going to be able to service that person. And so get them their product. So this is great because another thing, when new product is coming out, and let's say it's coming out on the 15th and you're like, I really want to order it now. Well, just pre-order, get with all your customers and get pre-orders while you're waiting so that when it comes out, you're ready to order it. Okay. All right. Remember, when you are working with taxes, just a little note. Whenever we place orders as consultants, we pay tax on the retail amount. That means the full amount of what the product would be if we sold it to somebody, not our price. So we pay tax on the retail. So always factor that in when you're doing things. Okay, anything else? Okay, my customers is a big, big deal. So I go under my customers and enter my customers in there. When you first get into my customers, it's not going to have anybody in there until you put them in there. You can use it to keep up with what your customer is doing, what they're purchasing, what they're using, what they like, which products they like. You can put all that stuff in there and then just automatically send them an email. Or if you need to know their phone number, you can have all that in there. So my customers, now there is a My Customers app, or you can do like I do and use the website. So either one is good. I like using the website. I don't feel a need to use the My Customer app. There are a lot of things though that I found out with the My Customer app that are really beneficial. So you may want to download it and use that because there's a lot of different ways to use that. Okay. So one of the things I need to tell you again about ProPay, to go back over this, because I didn't tell you this. ProPay processes our orders, right? With our credit card orders. There is a little bit of a fee to process, but what happens is we attach our ProPay to either a checking or a card. I had mine done. I think I've done it both ways, but anyway. But basically the deal is that ProPay has to process that card. So it's not going to just, snap your fingers and it's going to be there. It takes 2 to 3 days to process, maybe sometimes more, just depending. So you're going to see that come into the account as, I can't remember now what they call it. I should have looked again, but anyway. It's going to be the money that was used for your ProPay account. And then it's going to come up. There's a thing over that says available. So once it's processed, you'll see that money become available. And if they're ordering over the website, then half of that has to go out, of course, to order that product. So Mary Kay does that when it's through the website and they order through the website. Okay. And the product comes to them through the website. But if you use ProPay and they order, then remember that you're going to have to take half of that out yourself and order the products that they need or replace it on yourself that they need. Okay, so always remember, whatever money that you see there, half of that needs to come out to pay for products that and it will come out if it's coming off the website. But if it's, if you are processing that, you have an inventory, you need to take half of that off to place your order to replace those products on your shelf. Okay, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. But this is hopefully a way to kind of help you get started and kind of know a few things. And I hope this really works this time as a help to you as consultants and new consultants. I'm cheering you on, by the way. And I want to say, again, welcome to Beverly's Believers. One of the things that I didn't share that I do want to share before I get off is the word that we're going to be using for getting you to be able to write your sentence out and get your prize. That word is I. Okay, I is the word, just that one little letter I. Today, write that down from your first video. Next, I want to share, welcome to Beverly's Believers. I am so excited that you are in my unit. I am blessed to have you, and I want you to know that I love you as a person. You will hopefully find that out. I want to work with you individually and within our group at the best that I can. And if I don't know answers, I'm going to be able to say, you know what, I don't know, call the company, or we'll call together, or we'll work together and figure this out. So I'm here to help with that. Also know that I really am a believer in Jesus. And so that's one of my number one things. I did not plan to be a Mary Kay consultant at the beginning. I actually thought I was going to do missions. And then when God placed me in this, I realized that this was a way for me to help women, because Mary Kay is all about enriching women's lives. And so I am praying that this is a great fit for you. It's a great thing to do and get your own product at discount and then make money at the same time. So let's work together and make sure that we get together to help you schedule your first appointment. Hopefully I'm getting to come to one of your first appointments, and that's part of training, is just me doing that for you and with you, either virtually or in person. And I'm so excited to be a part of your life. So God bless. Hope this helps. And let me know what you think. Anything that you feel like that we may need to talk about a little bit more this time with new consultant training, I am glad to hear about that. So let me know, and we'll try to make sure that it gets included. So God bless, and have a great rest of your day. Go out and turn those lemons into lemonade, right? Go out and have your best day. Have $1,000 day. Why not? $100, $2,000, $3,000, $2,000. I would love to be just a fly on the wall, watching all your good things that you're doing and seeing you just succeed in this business. So even though this business is made for you, and it's your business, know that you're not alone in this. Always know to call me and let me know how I can help, or at least we can talk through things. Don't let your mind trick you. Sometimes we get emotional as women. And so know that you're going to sometimes think, what am I doing in this? And then all of a sudden, you're going to be in 32 years and look back and go, what would I have done without this business? I'm so thankful for all those times when I was like, what am I doing? Why am I here? That I didn't give up. So I hope you have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.